Okay, we're going to start with number 9 this time. So what we have is Andres is mailing some presents to his cousins. The rates for the sending packages are shown in the table. Now, if you were just looking at this and you saw these, obviously they're going up, or they're linear. So, of some sort. The only question is how they're growing up. So I used Desmos and I plotted the points. So here they are. Judging by this, we've got a random point over here, we've got a point here, here, there, here, everywhere, there. This is not going in a line. It's not even exponential for that matter. So as best as I can say is, you should probably, if you have some sort of knowledge of how to do this on the graphing calculator using a linear regression line, that'd probably be your best bet. But for the rest of us, who don't remember, I had to go on the graphing calculator to figure out how I was going to do this. So what I did was, on the graphing calculator, I went to Stats, Edit, I put the numbers in, and then I pressed Stat again, Calculate, Linear Regression, and it actually gave me, when I pressed Enter, gave me the lines. So A and B are, A is your slope and B is your y-intercept of a line that would best model these points. So if you actually graph it, it will look like this. That is the best line that you could possibly get given those 6 points that we have. So this was the equation. It was 1.7549x plus 6.015, and I know I probably should have gone one more digit on the y-intercept, but it really didn't do much. So the question was, the first one, what type of function would best represent the situation? Well, it would be a linear function. So y equals mx plus b. Sketch a graph of the cost of the package by weight. Okay, well, here it is. Do your best with the points. I went up to 7, and I went up to number 16 on there, and here's the graph. And then sketch a graph of by weight. Andres wants to mail one present that weighs 2.2 pounds and another present that weighs 1.8 pounds. Should he send them in one package or 2 separate packages? What? Are you for real? Okay, so the first one, okay, so you're going to have to do this separately. So together, okay, let's work this out. So we have y equals, I'm going to 1.75 exit plus 6. That should take care of that. So in the first one, plug in y equals 1.75 times 2.2, wow, plus 6, get an answer. See how much it's going to cost you to send 1 at 2.2. And then do the same thing again. So y equals 1.75 times 1.8 plus 6, get an answer. See how much it's going to take you to get to send 1.8 out. All right. And then I don't know why they really want you to do this, but I guess they really want you to plug in both of them together. So question is y equals 1.75, 2.2 times 1.8, I'm sorry, 2.2 plus 1.8, that's 3, 4. So 2.2 pounds or 1.8 pounds added together give you 4 pounds plus 6. How much is that going to cost you? So what you really want to see is, when you get an answer here and an answer here, is it actually going to be more or less than this one when you add them together? Pretty much. Now, me personally, I would say it's probably going to be the same. I don't really know what they're going to be different, but I didn't do the key and I didn't look at it, so I don't really know. All right, that was 9. And we did 10 and 11 in the other one, so I'm not going to do that one. Number 12. Okay, here we go. Polly has a pentagon. If you're not familiar with a pentagon, it has 5 sides. So I'm just going to do a random looking pentagon. It has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, it's not perfect, but all I know is it got 5 sides. One of them is 3x minus 26. The other one is 2x plus 70. The other one is 5x minus 10. The other one is 3x. And the other one is 2x plus 56. Now, All of these are obviously interior angles, as far as I can tell. Yep. So all of them need to be added up and equal to whatever, these are interior angles, so 5 minus 2 times 180, 3 times 180, that is 720, right? No, 540. Oh my god. 180 times 3 is 540. Yeah, 540. So all of them are going to equal to 540. So let's see, we have 2x plus 3x plus 2x plus 3x plus 5x. So 2 plus 2 is 4, 3 plus 3 is 6, so that's 10, and 5 is 15. So 15x. Oh, this is where it gets funky. Alright, so let's see, 70 plus 56 minus 10. Oopsie. 70 plus 56. Stop that. 70 plus 56 minus 10 minus 26 equals 90. Alright, so 70 minus 26 plus 56 minus 10 should be 90. So 15x is equal to whatever 540 minus 90 is, 450. So x is going to equal, divided by 15, 30. Okay, hey, that makes it convenient. So what is the probability that if one vertex is selected and random, the measure of its angle is greater than or equal to 90? Okay, so we got to plug these all back in. There's no other way around this one. So if x is 30, so we have 2 times 30 equals 60 plus 70 is 130 degrees. That's that one. 3 times 30 is 90 degrees. 5 times 3 is 150 minus 10 is going to equal 140. 2 times 30 is 60. 60 minus 56 is, this is 4 degrees. That's weird. Okay, yeah, whatever. 3 times 30 is 90. 90 minus 26 is 64 degrees. Okay, so which one of these are greater than or equal to 90? So that would be the 90, obviously, the 40, and 130. So the measure of x is equal to 90 degrees. So it'd be 1, 2, 3, and then 2 of them are not. So how many angles do we have? 3 out of the 5. So that there's a 3/5 chance that, or there's a 3 out of 5 probability that we're going to have an angle that's greater than or equal to 90. 1, 2, 3. Okay, and then number 13, it says calculate the area of each figure shown below. So you should be okay calculating the area of this by now, I'm supposing. My advice is to split it apart into a trapezoid at the top. Okay. This height is 4. Oh, that's the wrong splitting. Sorry. That was a bad cut right there. Ignore that black one. I would cut it up into this trapezoid over here. Because this trapezoid makes it so convenient, since you know this, you still need to know that part. What? How are we going to figure this out? Well, that's 4. This is 5. I'm assuming this is 4 also. Because if this is 9, this is 5, the whole thing is 9, that has to be 4. So that's 4. Oh, then you have to find this. Okay, so, well, this is a lot more complicated than I thought it was going to be. Okay, so that's 4. Let's call that x. This is 4 root 2. So 4 squared plus x squared is equal to 4 root 2 squared. Okay, yeah, then we find that part, and that should be okay. Let's see, 16 plus x squared is equal to 16 times 2, which is 32. So 16 plus x squared, so x squared is equal to 16. If you take away 16 from the side, so x is going to be 4 also. Hey, alright, well that's convenient. Okay, so that part's 4. X is 4. This was the X that we were using. Okay, well that's easy now. So the area of this part plus this part plus this part plus that part. So add up all the areas together. Area of this one is a 5 by 4. That's a 4 by 5. This is a 4 by 4. This is a triangle. So base times height divided by 2, and add them all up together. You need to find this part for part C. So this is technically your height. So if you find this length right there, you should be fine, and that's the right triangle, so you should be able to handle part C. Okay, this one's a little bit trickier, but it's not undoable. You need to use trig for this, though. So we need the base, and we need the height. We do have this part over here, so I'm going to zoom in real quick. This is just like if I were to give you a pentagon or any polygon, and I gave you the radius, and then you would have to find the area of one triangle. That's 22 degrees. I'm going to cut it in half up here, so that's 11 degrees. So that tells me, clear, this is 11 degrees, so minus 11, so this is 79 degrees. It really doesn't matter which one you use, but you need to find the height, this one, and you need to find this part right here. So I guess we can call this the y. So you have the hypotenuse, so you have opposite and hypotenuse, so that's sine of 79 degrees. Opposite is the height. Hypotenuse is 12. And sine of 79 degrees is 0.981. Let's just round to 2. Equals h over 12. So times by 12. So the height is 11.78. That's the height. And then the bottom is, we're going to use cosine. So cosine of 79 degrees is y over 12. 79 cosine is 0.191. Yeah, that works. 0.191 over 12. So times that by 12. So y is going to equal to 2.8. I'm sorry, 2.28. So let's just say 2.9. Okay, so that's y, but double that. So times 2 is going to be 4.58. So that's going to be the base of this triangle. So the whole base is 4.58. And the height is 11.78. So we're going to have area of your triangle. What is the base? Base 4.58 times the height 11.78, all divided by 2 because it's a triangle. And then what does that equal to? Wow, that actually took longer than I thought it was going to take. All right, I'll see you guys in class later.